Thank you, honorable members. The Secretary will now read the third order.
Second reading debate. Second reading Labour Laws Amendment Bill.
Honorable Dudley, you are invited to the podium.
Thank you, Chair. It is such an honour and a great pleasure for me to stand here today to introduce the Labour Laws Amendment Bill, a bill which has been in the making for the past 4 years.
Honorable Dudley, please stop the clock. Honorable members, can I allow you to do your movement quickly? Thank you very much. Let's be quiet as we are. Continue, Honorable Dudley.
Thank you. I would like to thank the Portfolio Committee on Labour for the serious work that they have done on the bill, and to thank all involved in getting it to this point, taking a good piece of legislation and making it great. You've served the people of South Africa with excellence, and although I am always proud of this institution, which does not often enough get the recognition it deserves, I am especially proud of it today. I would like to start by recognising and thanking Desiree Swartz, who was the drafter in Parliament's Legal Services that assisted me with the initial drafting of this bill. I have been privileged to work with Desiree and her colleagues in legal services over the years, observing their dedication and genius in this area, an advantage which has helped me to be more effective in serving the people of South Africa. Desiree, who worked tirelessly on a number of private members' bills during her time, bills that did not progress to this stage, told me with some pride and satisfaction, I do feel that this bill that has gone this far contains my contribution to the legislative reform of our country, and I agree wholeheartedly. This private member's bill was drafted in line with African Christian Democratic Party policy on family values, the Green Paper on family, and as a result of appeals made to the ACDP by fathers who felt strongly that provision should be made in law for paternity leave. It was also inspired by a radio interview that I heard in which COSATU was arguing on behalf of working men and women for paternity leave. And I would like to recognise the positive role of COSATU in championing this initiative from the start, and especially like to thank Matthew Parks for his tireless contribution to taking the voice of workers into the relevant forums and successfully paving the way for this bill to get where it is today.
Order, honourable members.
Fathers play an important role in the upbringing of their children, and the research done by the ACDP left us in no doubt that the provisions contained in this bill would facilitate early bonding between fathers and their children, and that stronger and healthier families would be one of the many potential benefits for society as a whole. This bill, which deals with parental leave and also provides for adoption and surrogacy leave, is drafted so as to harmonise it with current legislation and to ensure the provisions contained in the bill are constitutional. With this in mind, I would like to thank the leader of the ACDP, Rev Kenneth Meshoe, and ACDP members for their commitment to a shared future for the people of South Africa and prioritising family values and the importance of strong, healthy families in their support of this bill. Last but not least, I thank my God, who is not only able, but has done exceedingly abundantly above and beyond anything I could have hoped or imagined. The bill amends the Basic Conditions of Employment Act and the Unemployment Insurance Act and corrects obsolete references to the acts. It provides that an employee who is a parent and who is not entitled to maternity leave is entitled to 10 consecutive days parental leave when the employee's child is born and when an adoption order is granted. An employee who is an adoptive parent of a child who is less than 2 years is entitled to adoption leave, and if there are two adoptive parents, one of the employees is entitled to adoption leave and the other employee is entitled to parental leave. The same provision is made for commissioning parents in a surrogate motherhood agreement. Family responsibility leave when a child is born no longer applies, and a collective agreement concluded in a bargaining council may not reduce an employee's entitlement to parental leave, adoption leave, or commissioning parental leave. The bill also sets out the requirements for the right to parental adoption and commissioning parental benefits, as well as when the entitlements commence. It further provides for the application for benefits and the payment thereof. There will, of course, be financial implications for the state, in particular the Unemployment Insurance Fund, which will be required to pay the new benefits. And I will leave other comments to other colleagues who may want to, to make a comment on this bill. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Honorable Dudley. Next, Ms Meshoe, ACDP.
Honorable Chairperson, Honorable Deputy President, and members, the African Christian Democratic Party has worked for many years to protect and defend children, their right to life, their well-being, their right to be free from maltreatment, neglect, abuse, and degradation, and their right to have a home and loving family. The ACDP values families and the important role they play in shaping a stable society. And we are grateful for this opportunity to inspire legislative reform, which we believe will positively impact on the lives of children of South Africa. I would like to thank my colleague, Honorable Cheryllyn Dudley, on her vision and work in bringing this important piece of legislation into being. It is a remarkable achievement in that she is the first opposition member of our democratic parliament to have a private member's proposal reach this point in the legislative process. As Honorable Dudley pointed out, this bill, which deals with parental adoption and surrogacy leave, is drafted in a manner to harmonize it with current legislation and to ensure the provisions contained in the bill are constitutional. Honorable Chairperson and honorable members, democracy is a fragile and complex matter which needs constant scrutiny and the involvement of all in society. It is important for legislators to stay in tune with people in all sectors of society and take steps to ensure legislation keeps pace with and addresses the needs of the people in a way that is meaningful to them. While this bill will not be a solution to all ills in society or remedy all challenges facing families, the ACDP believes it is a step in the right direction. In a country where fathers have historically been separated from their families and survival necessitated an acceptance of not being able to bond and be hands-on in their day-to-day upbringing, initiatives that facilitate the involvement of fathers in their children's lives are welcomed and encouraged by the ACDP. Once again, our congratulations to Honorable Dudley and congratulations to Parliament for recognizing this important legislation and for bringing it this far. Thank you.
Ra leboga.